Welcome back to FM Story. In this episode of our Galatasaray rebuild, we'll be looking to wrap up the league title and we'll be taking on Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So without further ado, let's get going. Before we get into the action, if you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of new videos. There'll be new rebuild videos every Monday and Thursday. Since the game against Man United, the second leg, we've played 2 league games against Kayserispor where we've had a fairly strong team play and were fairly comfortable at parts, and then somehow only won 3-2. Against Gestep, we played pretty much a fully rotated team, although we have picked up some injury problems coming into the Bayern Munich game. So as we have a look at the squad, Van Aanholt's still injured from dislocating his shoulder earlier on in the Champions League. He's not ready for a fitness test. Fagioli's out for another 11 days. Turek's out for 2 to 4 weeks. Unisakun's out for 2 to 4 weeks. So we've really kind of down to the last sort of options on the left-hand side, wide left. But other than that, it's probably like, obviously Thailand's come in instead of Fagioli, but he's played well when he's come in. He scored in his last game as well, so he's in good form. So hopefully he can perform. Obviously, it's going to be a very tough game because we're playing against Bayern Munich. Hopefully, we can do what we did in the first game against Man United and just nick a win in the home leg to give us something to play for in the second leg. But we'll get into this game. Obviously, we're coming in great form, sort of 4 wins out of the last 5. That the only game that we didn't win was in the last 5 was the Man United game, the second leg where we drew 0-0 at Old Trafford. I mean, it's obviously a very strong Bayern Munich team with Rafael Leao and Victor Osimhen in there as well. So it's going to be a tough game, no doubt, but we can only do our best. We shouldn't really be competing on this level. Obviously, Bayern Munich has started with possession and a couple of shots, but nothing too bad because we haven't seen any highlights yet. It's a concern that we've picked up a booking already. Liverpool are 2-0 up in the other quarterfinal being played tonight against Man City. Right, that's a concern that they dropped all dropped deep and let Seaman get the ball. What a save! This could be a problem. Right, that's good. That's what you're back there for, Lorenzo. Get your head on the ball. Sertel's a bit of a problem, especially the tiredness combined with the booking. And we don't really have any other options at left back. Oh! Just what we needed. That was a horrible piece of defending. It looked like everything went into slow motion. So Luka got the flick on. Their defenders didn't move. Neuer came racing out and went back. And then Thailand just dinked it into the corner. What a finish. I mean, really, we've not played particularly well. Concern is Somali at left back on a yellow card and knackered. Who's better? So he's unconvincing there. And Bunyamin can't play there. So I think what it is then is we'll swap him to left back and bring him on and hope that doesn't cost us too much. Really now. I mean, that other game, surprisingly he avoided a booking for that. Another good save by the keeper and well cleared. Man City were 4-0 down at half time to Liverpool in the other game. Right. I don't know that my nerves can hold out if it's going to be like this for the rest of the game. I thought he might have been offside there, but we'll take the corner because we're generally We're generally fairly dominant at corners, but not on that occasion. Right, we've got some more. Khalil's going to have to come off. Do we put another player in midfield? No, we'll bring Yildirim on. We'll go like for like. The formation, we've not been exposed to formation-wise, and everything's going relatively well so far, so we'll leave it as that and see what we can do. I mean, the game's kind of hopefully petering out a bit here. There's not been any highlights for a little while. Oh. Why did he pass it out to the wing rather than shooting? Surely he could have whipped a shot on target there. It's a strange one. Basically from the penalty spot, whipping the ball out to the wing rather than turning and shooting. Although the concern is the highlights still going on. That was nearly a great assist by our defender there. Do you know what? We'll take it. 1-0. Obviously, we had a bit more of an advantage going into the second leg of the Man United game because we were 2-0 up because we nicked a late second there, and also they'd had 2 players sent off, so we were in a better position there going into that, going into the second leg of the previous round. But hopefully we can perform and like we did in that game, keep it tight, don't concede. As long as we don't concede with through, obviously that's going to be a lot easier said than done. But we'll be back in a second for the second leg. We're back for the second leg against Bayern Munich. As you can see, since the first leg, we've only played one game, but we've wrapped up the title. We came from 2-0 down at half time to beat Besiktas 3-2 to seal the title. So we're obviously 24 points clear there with 6 games left. Going into the second leg against Bayern Munich, we intended to rest players against Besiktas, but needed to bring some of the senior players off the bench to try and just turn the result around. We're still missing Turek and Akon injured. We have included Van Aanholt and Fagioli on the bench just because they're now fit enough to have a fitness test. And hopefully we don't need them, but they're there with that extra bit of quality if we do need them. Otherwise, I think it's the same team that started the first leg, and hopefully everything goes as well as it did in that first leg, or actually probably more likely as well as it did in the second leg away at Man United, where we took a lead from the first leg and just drew the game and went through to this round. So let's just get us underway. I don't think I've made many changes, if any, certainly none in the forward half of the pitch. Let's get this game underway. Knocking the ball about. That's a problem. I mean, that happened at the start of the first leg as well. It's just that the keeper was able to turn it around for a corner, but when it's a ball behind both centre halves, neither of them have really run, and the Siemens just put it in the top corner. Not great. I mean, early on in the first leg, they could have scored a couple, and it looks like we're going to pay the price in this second leg. Kerem didn't go back with Alphonso Davies, and then he's paced to get to the byline. This really isn't looking good, is it? I mean, I'm glad he saved that because that looked miles offside as far as I was concerned. Every time they've gone forward so far in that opening 10 minutes, it looked like they were going to score. We are all over the place there. I mean, that's just back in. That's one of our strong suits, but just couldn't get the header on target. I mean, Somali's having a poor game again on that left-hand side. I'm not sure what that ball forward was. Right. So, things we've learned. Kerem's got nowhere near the pace that Alphonso Davies has. Because for Davies to get back in there. So Gavi's knackered. Thailand's not playing as well as he did in the first leg. Right, so we've got a few issues here, but do you know what? We're going to have to do it. Gavi's going to have to come off. We'll make that change as well. We've already won the league. I mean, if we go down, we're going to go down swinging. Right. We've just turned into a team that doesn't look like they can pass to each other. Right. Do you know what? Let's not push them as far forward. I mean, the fact that we've got 6 players on attacking is probably too much anyway. We're probably going to get picked off on the counter attack here. I think I was probably going to be offside anyway. Right. Need to nick the ball back and hit them on the break here. We've got plenty of place. This is what's going to happen though. They're going to pass through pass through and around us, and we're going to end up. Who did that actually? Did that go in off him, or did he win the header? What was the keeper doing? Kind of, he got both hands to that. I mean, it's been a great campaign. Obviously, didn't expect to get anywhere near this far. I think the board only wanted us to make the group stage of the Champions League, which we did after beating Young Boys in the qualifier. The group we probably shouldn't have got out of, in with Juventus and Liverpool, but this was probably on a par with the last group game where we got absolutely destroyed by Liverpool. It was a good job we'd already qualified, if you know what I mean, because otherwise, I think I don't know that I could have coped with being knocked out of the group stage because of that. First round of the knockouts, obviously we couldn't have gone much better. We won at home, drew away. I mean, we won at home in this one as well. It's just this is one game too far. Players are all knackered, and just I think we've come up against a much better team, better quality, better strength and depth. And obviously, we've had a few key injuries before both legs of this this quarterfinal, that would have made us stronger. But I mean, we're not going to come back from here. We're not going to score another 4 goals in the last 3 minutes in injury time. So we're definitely going out. We've still got the rest of the league fixtures. Obviously, we've already won the league, so we can kind of mix up what we play so that we're not playing any of these players that are completely tired. We do have a cup semi-final to come as well. So hopefully there's another competition coming so that we can pick up the double of the league and cup double. That's where this episode's going to end. Join us next time for the cup semi-final and for the run into the league. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos. And we'll see you next time.